Today we're going to replace the rear speaker grills in a 2006 Toyota Camry. We found that the grills deteriorate and the pieces fall all over the car, including on top of the speaker, which makes the rear speakers sound distorted. I can put my finger right through the opening on this side speaker grill, the same with the opposite. I don't know if you can see that from here, but let's get started. We're going to start here with the side portion of the rear back seat. Down in through this opening is a 12mm bolt, and we're going to remove this 12mm bolt down here. And there's our 12mm bolt. We're going to take the side cushion and push it up, and this should release a hook in the back edge, and we can remove that out of the way. Here is the hook that goes down in a little opening back in the back, and the 12mm bolt fits in this position here. That's going to allow us to take the back panel off when we get there. We're going to repeat this process for the opposite side. Again, the 10mm or 12mm bolts located down here on the side. Grasp the bottom of this panel and push straight up. And we've removed the left side panel. I also dropped my 12mm bolt down on the side here, and this will allow us to retrieve it now. There we go. Next we're going to take the rear seat cushions and pull those down. We're going to start with this lower panel that's before the rear deck. There are some plastic clips here that are Phillips screwdriver bits. You want to spin them without applying any forward pressure to them to release the center screw in them. That will release them. And then you can pull the panel back and release the clips. We're going to do the same for the next. Pull the center tab out a bit, pull on the panel to help release that clip from the panel. Same for the third over here and the fourth. All four clips along the top. Next, there are two clips down the sides. There is a center pin to them. You go to with your screwdriver, push the center pin in. This releases a clip, and then we can remove these clips. Same for the right side. Push the center tab in. This will release the clips. Now these clips with the center tab in them, when you go to reinstall them, you take the pin in the center and push it back through about a 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch. They fit back into the spot, and once they do, then you push the pin flush to lock the clip into place. Pull this flip. There's one more, or a 5th pin, center clip pin. Push the center clip in here in the center. That releases this clip as well. Working on this same panel that we just removed all the pins on, it locks in along the backs from the trunk side. There's a clip here on the left that we're going to pull up and release the clip. Over on the left side, there's also a clip we're going to pull up and release, and this releases the panel down to allow us to remove the panel in the back. Now we release that panel from the back side of the trunk. This is going to allow us to pull us up from both sides and remove this panel. Set it to the side here. Next, we're going to take the rear center brake light and push it forward into the back window, and it releases the rear clips, and then we're going to pull it back from the windshield. There is a connector here with a little clip on it that we're going to push the clip in and release this connector. and remove the center brake light. We're going to start with pulling the weather stripping down a little bit to help with the clearing. We're going to pry this panel from the edge of the car. The clip should release when prying. And then the panel, the side panel, locks into the rear deck. And we've pried this panel from the edge of the car, but we still have the clips remaining in the side of the panel. So we're going to pry these clips out of the side of the vehicle, and you're going to pry each one out so that they will go back in, and they all fit back in a slot on the main panel and go back in, so that when you're ready to reinstall, you can take care of that. Now we're going to repeat this process for the left side. Pull the weather stripping back to release the side of the panel from it, and pry this side panel from the side of the car. And again, we're going to pull this panel towards the front of the car. This will release the edge here that goes into this rear deck panel. Again, we've lost all the clips here to the side of the vehicle, and we're going to remove these clips and place them back on the panel. Now we've gone through and removed the panel, removed all the clips, and these clips easily have a collar on them that slide right back into a notch. And we're going to replace all these clips now so that they will be ready to go when it comes time to put this panel back in on the rear deck. Alright, now we're finally getting down to the rear deck here. There are two clips. I've looked up in the back here, two clips that I can see from this panel down. And I'm going to lift this up and the clips release, and this will allow us to pull this panel forward from the rear deck. Now, if you're replacing the speakers, you have access to the speakers here. But we are in the process today of replacing the speaker grills that are here on the vehicle. We have the rear deck panel down, and the center of this thing is just deteriorating, so we put a plastic bag down underneath the panel to keep all these crumbs in place. And when they put this panel, this grill cover in, they used heat to melt the plastic around it. So we're going to drill the center of the tap out, and that will release these clips. I'm going to repeat the same for and that releases the clips on this. Releases the speaker grill. Now we remove the speaker grill. It has deteriorated more during the removal process. We're going to clean up the edge of the clips where they melted the clips in place to hold the original speaker grill in place. And we have purchased here from the dealership the exact replacement grills, and along with the grills come some new clips. And these are metal clips, so that when you push this back through the opening here, you're going to take these metal clips and put it on each tab to hold it in place. We're going to take our razor knife and go along the edge of each of these plastic clips here and remove the excess from when they heated them up to melt them into place. This will help us to pass the speaker grill that we're going to put in on. Okay, now this leaves us our openings for the tabs on the speaker grill we're going to put in to come up through the opening. And now that we have all the clips up through, these metal clips that were provided from the dealership, they are going to come out of the plastic bag we have here, and they are going to push straight down onto the tab, sometimes like a socket to use around the edge to help push these down flush so that they tighten right up against the panel. And this is how you replace the rear grills in a Toyota Camry. Here we are with the rear deck speaker grills all put back together. Looks like new. Hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching.